Hi everyone, it's Nicole from Healthy NYC. Welcome. Today we're going to be practicing a really wonderful Vinyasa flow to strengthen and energize the body. I won't be using any props today, but you may want to have 2 blocks and a strap close by. So let's start in a child's pose. Big toes together, knees apart. Walk your palms forward, gently place your forehead down on the mat. Just take a few moments here to connect with your breath. Breathing deeply into the hips, relaxing down into the mat. Let's take 3 full rounds of breath. Coming up to tabletop pose. Your knees will be under your hips, your wrists are aligned with your shoulders, fingers are spreading nice and wide, elbows are straight. Let's move through a few rounds of cat and cow. On an inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, curl tailbone up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Just take a few more at your own pace, warming up through the spine, the shoulders, and the chest. Let's take one more full round. Coming back to a neutral spine, keep your knees as they are under your hips, walk the palms forward, forehead goes down on the mat for puppy pose stretch. Hug in your lower belly and try and press your chest down. Breathing to the upper back and shoulders. One more breath here. Let's slide forward onto our bellies for Sphinx Pose. Your elbows are under your shoulders, feet are pressing into the mat, chest is lifted, shoulders are down. Take one more inhale, exhale down, and let's press back into our first downward facing dog. Your hands and your feet are at hip width distance, fingers are spreading nice and wide, elbows are straight. Let your head and neck hang heavy and take any movements that feel good in the body. Really pressing into the fingertips and knuckles. On an inhale, right leg rises, bend your knee, open up your hip nice and wide, both shoulders are pressing down. Straighten the right leg and let's carefully step it through. We're coming up into Warrior One. So your back foot is at a 45-degree angle. You have a generous bend in the front knee. Both hip bones are facing forward. Your knee and your ankle are aligned on the right. Let's inhale the arms up. Really pressing into that back foot. Let's take a few breaths here in this nice strong pose. Circle the arms wide, clasp your hands behind your back. You can either stay here or move into a back bend. Really lifting up and out of the lower back. Keeping a bend in the front knee. Let's come all the way back up. Straighten the front leg. Move your back foot in a few inches to shorten your stance. Hip bones are facing forward. Let's take an inhale to lift the heart. Exhale, folding forward, hinging at the waist into pyramid pose. You can place your hands on the mat or on your blocks. Bend the right knee as much as you need to. And you're scooping that left hip forward. Try to relax the upper body. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Getting a beautiful stretch in the right hamstring. Use your core to come all the way back up to stand. Let's pivot towards the left side of our mat for a wide-legged forward fold. So your feet are parallel to the short ends. You're taking an inhale to lift, exhale, hinging forward at the waist. You can place your hands on the mat or on your blocks. Feel free to adjust your stance based on how your hamstrings are feeling. Relax your head and neck. You can either stay here, or if you'd like a shoulder stretch, clasp your hands in the back and gently lift. Weight is spread evenly in both feet. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Bring your fingertips down to the mat. Press into both feet. Come all the way up to stand. Heels in, toes out for goddess pose. So your tailbone is neutral. You can either keep your hands on your hips and do a nice moving stretch, or you can press both hands into your upper thighs, gently pressing the hips open a bit further. Getting a really great stretch here in the hips and the hip flexors. Let's come back to neutral, press up to stand. Let's take warrior 2. So your back foot is parallel to the short end of the mat. You have a generous bend in your front knee. Both arms outstretched nice and long. Torso is neutral. Let's take 3 breaths here. Really pressing into the back foot and using your glutes to keep that right hip pressing open. Let's reverse for a side body stretch, keeping a bend in the front knee. Coming back through warrior 2 and take extended side angle. You can either place your forearm on top of your thigh, lift your arm up and over. If you'd like to go further, you could place your fingertips down on the mat. Your arm can either be up towards the sky or over your head. Really pressing into that back foot, spinning your chest up to the sky. Take 2 more breaths here. Let's press into the feet to come all the way up to stand. Straighten the front leg, adjust your back foot in to shorten your stance. Hips are going forward and down for triangle pose. Really opening up through your shoulder and chest. You can place your hand on your shin, on your block, or down on the mat. Let's take 1 more breath here. Start to look down towards the mat. Bend into the front knee, both hands down. Let's press back into our downward dog and move through flow. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga, back bend. Exhale into downward dog. 3 breaths here. When you're ready, left leg rises, bend the knee, open up your hip. Straighten the left leg, and let's carefully step it through to warrior one. Back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Lifting up, nice strong core. Hip bones are facing forward. Let's take 2 breaths here. Circle the arms wide, clasp your hands behind your back, other thumb on top. You can either stay here or move into a back bend. This is mostly about the upper back. One more breath. Come all the way back up, straighten the front leg. Adjust your back foot in to shorten your stance. Inhale to lift the heart. Exhale, folding forward, hinging at the waist into pyramid pose. Scooping that right hip forward. Pressing into the back foot. Bending your front knee as much as you need to. Try to go deeper by relaxing the upper body. Let's take 3 more breaths. Use your core, push into your feet to come all the way back up. We're going to pivot towards the right side of our mat. Both feet are parallel to the short ends. Take an inhale to lift. Exhale, folding forward into our wide-legged forward fold. Take your version of the pose. Really making sure that you're pressing your shoulders down, leaving plenty of space for the neck. You can either stay here or clasp your hands behind your back for a shoulder stretch, other thumb on top. Take 2 more breaths here. Gently let that go. Crawl the fingers forward. Press into both feet to come all the way up to stand. Heels in, toes out for goddess pose. Either your hands will be on your waist or you can press into both thighs to open the hips further. Getting a nice moving stretch. Let's come back to center. Press into both feet, moving into warrior two on the left. Back foot is parallel to the short end. Generous bend in your front knee. Arms are outstretched, nice and strong. Torso is neutral. Try not to lose engagement in the back foot. Let's reverse. Coming back through warrior two, moving into extended side angle. You can take your version of the pose here. Just make sure that you're spinning your chest up to the sky, not collapsing down towards the mat. Take one more breath. Press into both feet. Come all the way back up through warrior two. Straighten the front leg, adjust your back foot in, and let's move into triangle. Hips are going forward and down. Spinning the chest up to the sky. Opening up through the right shoulder. One more breath here. Let's start to look down towards the mat. Bend into the front knee, both hands down. Let's step back into our downward dog and move through flow. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. You can take cobra or up dog. Exhale back into downward dog. When you're ready, lift the heels, bend the knees, move to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Hands at heart center. We're going to move into Malasana or yogi squat. I'm going to face you. You can stay facing the top of the mat. So your heels are in, your toes are out. Let's take an inhale. And then exhale down into the squat. You can sit on a block as well if this is uncomfortable for your hips. And you're using your elbows to gently push your knees open a bit further. Getting a beautiful stretch in the hips. Nice flat back. Close your eyes, relax into the stretch. You can either stay here. If your hips are open enough, you can bring your heels together. Take a forward fold, grabbing onto the backs of your ankles. Going a little bit deeper into the hips. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Try to relax the upper body. And let's gently have a seat on the mat. We're going to move into a twist. So straighten your left leg out in front of you. Cross your right leg over. Try to make sure that all 4 corners of that foot are down on the mat. You can hug into your knee with your left arm. Inhale the right arm up and exhale into the twist, keeping that length. Nice straight back. Take 1 more breath. Let's come back to center, moving into head to knee. So place the sole of your right foot on the top of your inner upper thigh on the left. Inhale the arms up and exhale, folding forward, hinging at the waist, grabbing onto whatever is accessible. You can make this passive by relaxing the upper body. Take 2 more breaths here. Let's roll all the way back up and switch sides. Moving into the twist first. Left leg is crossing over the right. You can grab onto your knee. Inhale the left arm up and exhale into the twist. Left fingertips are placed behind. Try to hug in your lower belly to create more space. Let's come back through to center and move into head to knee on the other side. Left foot is placed against your upper right thigh. Inhale the arms up, lift the heart. Exhale, folding forward. Relax the upper body. Slowly roll all the way up. We're going to move into fire log pose. That could be challenging for the hips and the knees, so I'll talk through it in steps and then you can take whatever version works for your body today. So you can cross, if you're doing fire log, your right shin over the left. Both feet are flexed. If this is uncomfortable for your knees or your hips, just stagger your calves. We're going to take an inhale to lift and exhale, folding forward. Just going down to your level of comfort here. Getting a really beautiful stretch in the outer hips. Relax the upper body, breathing deeply. Let's press all the way back up, shake that out, and switch sides. Take your version of the pose, whatever you did on the first side. Let's inhale and exhale into the fold. Take 3 more breaths here. And press all the way back up. Let's lie down on our backs. We're going to end our practice with a spinal twist. So stretch your arms out into a T. Move your hips over to the right side of your mat. Drop your knees down to the left. Your right arm stays out to the side. Collarbones are facing up. Pressing your right shoulder blade into the mat. And just breathe deeply into your lower back. Let's take 3 breaths here. Use your core to come back to center. Let's switch sides. Hips move to the left. Left arm is outstretched. Drop your knees over to the right. You can either look up or you can look towards your left hand if you'd like a stretch in your neck. Breaths here. And let's come all the way back to center. Move into shavasana, our final resting pose. Stretch your legs out. Shoulders are down, palms are facing up. Take up lots of space here. Just taking a few moments to relax into the mat and integrate our practice. If you'd like to take a longer shavasana, please feel free to do so. Otherwise, start to bring some movement back into your body by wiggling the fingers and toes, turning your head from side to side. Let's take a morning stretch, arms over your head, toes are pointed. And when you're ready, gently roll over to one side, keeping the eyes closed. Press up into a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands to heart center. Let's take one more breath to close our practice. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this flow. Keep an eye out for new videos that drop every Tuesday, and I will practice again with you soon. Namaste.